Today we're going to be learning about a website called Quizlet.com. This is a great way to study for tests and quizzes by making digital note cards rather than using flashcards with the 3x5 cards. Also, if you have a smartphone, you can get the app for Quizlet on either Apple or Android products. So to get started, you would need to have an account so that you can save your quiz sets, your study flashcards. Now, if you are under 13, you will need to have parent permission and use a parent email. But once you have that account set up, you can go ahead and log in and then create a study set. So once you are logged in, you can see this page here. Now there is a search box at the top. Quizlet does have a library of flashcards. So if you just want to practice some generic information, say on the Civil War or on volcanoes, you can search their library and see if there's anything in their library. But more than likely, you're going to want to stay for tests and quizzes based on the words that your teacher has given you. So we're going to click Create a Study Set, and this is what you'll see. You'll want to name your study set. We're going to do an example called Biomes. You've got two columns here, your terms and your definition. So let's just do an example. So let's say we put in desert. We're going to, let's see, an ecosystem that receives very little rainfall. And then we'll do another one, rainforest. An ecosystem that receives a lot of rainfall, has many trees that help create oxygen. Okay, and you can keep going. More than likely in middle school you're going to have more than 5 terms, but you can hit that plus sign and create more words there. The neat feature here is you could add a picture if you wanted to. You can add an audio. So those are a couple of bells and whistles. We're going to click Create. It's going to ask you how do you want to share. If you want to message your friend or email them with a short URL there, that way you can help your friends study. I'm not so keen on sharing it on social media at this point, but a great idea here is to add it to a folder. So let's say I have a life science folder. I can just hit add, and that way even if you're studying for a quiz, you'll still have these flashcards later to help you study for the test. You won't have to redo them. Okay, so there's my flashcards or my terms. I'm going to click Study Flashcards. This is what it looks like. You've got the word here. Now it's telling me I've got 2 words in my flashcards. You will have more. We're going to click to flip, and there it is. You can just say it in your head, say the answer to yourself, and then self-check to see if you were right. If it's one that you're having trouble with, you can always star it, and that will help you go back to the words that are giving you some trouble. And then you can just advance to the second card and so on. Now, if you look at your right sidebar, there's a couple of neat things that you can do. Here I'm showing the term with the definition on the back, but if you're in the studying stage, you're not quite yet ready to quiz yourself, you can look at both sides at the same time, read them over to yourself, repeat them, try to memorize them. And the other way is to work backwards, start with the definition and then try to remember the term. You have, each time you go to practice, don't forget to shuffle. So that's a good way to test your memory as well. Another great way to test your memory is to come up to the top and click on Learn. And this is what you'll see. It'll be like a little quiz, an ecosystem that receives very little rainfall. And we'll try desert, and it says I'm correct. If you come up to the top and you click Test, you can see different types of questions formatted. Here you have a written answer, here you have a multiple choice answer. So those things may help you study just to get ready for the format of the test. You can do matching over here, you can do true or false, you can do with the definition or the term or both. So the more variety that you give yourself, the better prepared you will be for your teacher's test or quiz. If you come up to the top and you test scatter, this is kind of like a drag and matching game. And it looks like this. And you'll find the definition that goes with the word. And if it's right, it should disappear. And it actually gives you your time. And the last study game we're going to try is the race game. You're going to see the definition and try to type the term as fast as you can. And that's how you use Quizlet to create digital note cards. I hope you will give it a try, and I hope you ace that test or that quiz.